Hey, what's up, tubers? This is the SHTF Hunter. So recently, a channel I like to watch called Efficient in the Field, he made a video showing off his 30-06 Mauser that he bought, and thought I might show off two of my Mausers. Well, it's the only two I own actually, so thought I might show them off today. The one on top has never been shown on a video, but we're going to start with this one on the bottom. The one on the bottom is the original K98 8mm Mauser. It sits inside an ATI stock. And the whole beauty, the actual beauty of this gun is the fact that, or the stock, is the fact that it has a barrel band that wraps around your barrel. And you don't have to have it gunsmith to be able to use a scope. When I originally bought this, I had a pistol scope mounted on and used it like a scout rifle. And I remember I've only killed one deer with this gun, and that's when I had that scout scope on. And one thing I did add, because I don't like Mauser triggers very much, I got a Timney Sportsman trigger, and it's been I've adjusted it to where it's probably about 2 pounds. It's pretty light. Down here, inside the stock is kind of hollow in the bottom, and I filled it full of epoxy resin and mounted this pick rail. So if I want to mount a bipod on it, I can, or light, or whatever you want to mount to it. And so I've had all kinds of, I've had several different, rifle scopes, 3 to 9s on here, whatever. And I never really liked none of them because the gun looks big and clunky, or feels like that when you got a scope on it. It just looks, I don't know, it just feels funny. But I had this Mapper Light M21, and I always felt it was big and clunky. So I was like, big and clunky means big and clunky. I think I might have the ultimate marriage here of the scope and the rifle. One downside, obviously you can't use stripper clips no more. Just put 5 in and go to town. But so that's the K98 8mm Mauser. We're gonna go up here to this bad boy. I had a gunsmith build this for me, and it's a 308, and the only thing on that's actual Mauser is the action. That's the only thing that's still actual Mauser. There's a lot of added parts for this build. Obviously the bolt had to be welded on, had to be added, and this safety right here is a safety you got to buy for a scope Mausers. Had to be drilled and tapped for the scope mounts. Right now it's got a crossfire, a Vortex crossfire 4 to 16 with a bullet drop compensator. I've killed a lot of deer with this gun since I got it, hunting down on the farm. It's got a Green Mountain, I think it's like about a 25-inch barrel from Green Mountain. And obviously it's got this stock is made by, this is the Archangel stock. It's made by Magpul. It has 10-round mags. You can buy 15-round mags for it, I think. The trigger in this is also Timney. This stock, you can get a Mauser trigger from Timney that has a tang safety. It comes out here like they call it the Remington 700 style safety, and the stock actually has a cutout for that Remington 700 style safety. So if you want to use that trigger, you can. The gunsmith recommended this. I don't know. I guess so. You can still use this and still be like a Mauser. But growing up, I'd always seen people talk about building a 308 sniper rifle from a Mauser action, and I wanted to do the same thing, but it was a kind of a costly endeavor. You could actually get a Ruger Precision 308 for the same price I paid for this. So I had to have a gunsmith build it for me. But yeah, it's super accurate. As far as I've ever fired, it's 500 yards, but I can hit steel pretty consistent with this gun at 500. But there's my Big Scary Mausers. The only other Mauser I really want is a 6.5 Swedish Mauser. One of my uncles had one a long time ago, and when you work a bolt on the 6.5 Swedish, it's smooth as butter. It's, you know, it almost kicks the shell out for you when you pop a bolt up. All right, tubers. So this is the SHTF Hunter, and I'm out.